Welcome to Ask Gwen, everyone. This afternoon I have Tess with me, and I apologize to everyone. You may hear a little rumbling in the background. They are cutting trees next door, and I'm like, really? Really, the life of a podcaster? Really? It gets to the life of a podcast as we record this on November 2nd, which is a little bit scary that it is November 2nd, 2020. But enough of my programming announcement. I'm going to let Miss Tess take it away.
Okay, thank you, Wynn, for having me. It's just such a pleasure to be here and share my story. And yeah, my name is Teresa Moerer, and I have been a physical therapist for 35 years. And I picked up some health tips and tools and a way to do therapy along my 35 years that I am super impressed with. And so I wrote a book about it. And the name of my book is The Art of Assisting Aging Parents. And what I did was during my multidisciplinary group activities, I was so impressed with what they did for the person or our patients, body, mind, and spirit, that I wrote up a lot of group therapy programs. And during these group therapy programs, we did a lot of therapeutic activities. It ended up being, a lot of games, a lot of work, maybe on like the Swiss ball for exercise. They were interacting with each other and they were doing activities together. And I was just overwhelmed with the success we had. So then, about 15 years later, I decided to put it into a book to help other people gain their ultimate health and well-being.
So, as I sit here today, you guys, my office chair is an office ball,
Mm.
and the Swiss ball, you guys. So, for those of you that don't know what a Swiss ball is, you probably um, think Tess spoke French, but she did not.
Hmm.
I knew exactly what she was talking about. Now they make office chairs with Swiss ball components, and so I have two of them, which the two of them will be traveling with me in the move. So, and I love the office chairs. I also have a Herman Miller office chair, but I love sitting on the ball because one, it strengthens my core. And so, but yeah. So you wrote a book about what you found in PT land, and um, what was the favorite chapter of your book that you wrote?
Um, yeah, that is a great. Um, oh gosh, I think the chapter on, I call it "Sail Away," and it's where I talk to people about being, actually, getting onto a boat. And the boat that I depict is your aging experience with your parents, as you assist your aging parents. And I tell people that, no two boats are the same. Everybody has their own journey. And, don't judge yourself, don't judge your parents. And, just, be prepared, put things in your boat, wisely that you need. And also be prepared for some storms, some rocky times. And you're also going to have your smooth sailing. But I think that's my favorite chapter because I prepare people to know that this journey may not be easy, but it will also be one of the best journeys that you'll be on with your aging parents.
Yeah, I certainly wasn't prepared for my dad to get diagnosed with lung cancer. One week he was standing in my kitchen, the next week he was in the hospital. I Yowza, I wasn't prepared for
Oh,
that. I wasn't prepared for him to um, receive a call from a doctor. His response was, "Doctor, I can't breathe." and I'm doctor doctor on the other end goes, "You need to get to the ER now." He goes, "When?" He literally said this. I was down in my office, down in my room, and I'm like, "Okay." He goes, "When?" I'm driving myself to the emergency room. Bye. He literally said that to me, and I'm like, "You're going to what?
Oh,
Where?" And yeah, I'm like, "Yeesh."
yeah.
Anyway, long story short, the hospital PT did absolutely nothing, and the hospital did absolutely nothing for him. And he got diagnosed, he got transferred into a rehabilitation center, basically died of organ failure slash lung cancer, and all in all died of nursing home abuse because no one was monitoring him and no one was paying attention.
Mm.
So we have that.
Oh,
And my mother was similar. She died of medical malpractice as well. And so it's not pretty. And so, yeah. But having those interesting moments with your parents and is always fun. It's
mhm.
always fun.
Yeah.
And so my next question for you is what is your favorite book?
Um, I would say I'm really into science and such. And so I'm reading Soft Wired, How the New Science of Brain Plasticity Can Change Your Life. And that is by Dr. Michael Merznick. And I love his approach to brain health and how he picks up all the different, say, like modalities or things you can do for your body that affect your brain very well. And you have to have like some knowledge, kind of going into reading the book. But he gives some excellent examples, and he's super practical too. So I like it. And he's also worked with a lot of therapists. So he has that kind of take on, how the body repairs itself and, how the therapists come in and help with that. And, so I'm really enjoying that book right now.
Well, give us the title again just in case people didn't catch it that.
Sure. It's called Soft Wired.
Soft Lion.
Hmm.
How
Yes.
cool is that? How
Yeah.
cool is that? A PT book that you actually enjoy.
Right. Oh, I
How
know.
how
Yeah.
cool is that? So what is your morning routine?
Um, my husband, we enjoy having some coffee together and we talk, sometimes we'll read the paper. We like to read the Wall Street Journal. Lately, since the stock market has been quite volatile the last few months, we watch like CNBC in the morning and,
Yeah,
get the take on the day for what's happening, in the market. And, or otherwise we pull out we've got an atlas, and we look at places across the country where we would like to travel to. Or, we have 3 children that live all across the country, and if they go somewhere, we'll look it up and see what kind of adventure they're having, maybe in the mountains or on a beach or, wherever. So that's my morning. Yeah.
yeah. And so if your best friend had to write a book about you, what would the title be?
um let's see, I think she would say, I had the nicest best friend.
Then that's the best friend. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm
I
not
love
saying I'm the nicest person, but back in grade school, we were just so, you know, it was just a great friend relationship. Yeah. So,
Now, are you still friends with your BFF?
yeah, yeah, we are. We are. We don't get to see each other or talk to each other as much, but we are. We're very close. And I'm just glad I had that experience to have a best friend growing up. It
Yeah,
was
well,
we were great for each other. And we laughed and had fun all the time.
yep. Well, I think with the pandemic, I unfortunately don't get to see my best friend and she's here, so as often as I would like, because even though we talk every day and she's closer to me than I think because of the pandemic and because of social distancing, yeah, my best friend is not allowed to see me, and it's like, really? Really?
Yeah.
Take away my best friend? And as soon as this pandemic monkey business is over, we're going she's gonna give me a big giant hug. I know she is,
Mhm.
uh, because it she happens to be my assistant too in this project, and so a lot of you guys know her as my assistant. Well, I didn't pick up my assistant anywhere. I picked up my assistant as my BFF to begin with,
Mm.
and she's been my BFF for 20 some odd years plus. And so it's amazing to me what lands up happening when a pandemic strikes and how you either grow apart or grow closer um, to um, go closer to what is going on.
Mhm. Yes, yes. There's a lot to share right now, and yeah, she actually got engaged this time last year, and she, was set to be married in July, and they went ahead and had the wedding, but most of us had to be there over Zoom, and it was so disappointing. I mean, here my best friend is getting married, and we wanted to travel to it was like Asheville, South Carolina or North Carolina, and we could not make the trip because COVID had was on the rise
Good.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is your best friend is your best friend, or you separate during a stupid pandemic?
Mhm, right. Oh, I know. It's pretty
It's
bad.
nuts. But as we wrap this interview up, do you have any questions for me?
I do because I took a look at your artwork and I am super impressed. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I just wondered when noticed or kind of observed that you had this talent for art, and then how did you develop it?
I developed that by accident.
Mm.
I developed it by accident. I was looking for something to do after I had a really bad back surgery, and I developed my art company, um, my previous company, after my back surgery when I was flat out on my back and couldn't do anything and trying to recover with physical therapy. Thank you very much. And so I made it a mission to make art. And as I was telling you in private, my whole mission is to go back to my art after my journalism school because people seem to love it. I seem to have a knack for it. And so that's
Mhm.
my mission
Oh, wow.
after journalism school to go back to my artwork and start doing that again.
Mm. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, because it's just beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's how I developed that.
Mm.
And where can people find you? Where can people get a hold of you if they choose to do so?
You can get a hold of me on my website. It's www.teresa, Teresa, Moerer, Moerer.com. And I have my book, The Art of Assisting Aging Parents. You can purchase that off the website. It's basically on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. And I have some online courses. If you want to learn how to be a great caregiver in 6 weeks, I teach my course, and there's like 6 modules to my course. And yeah, I teach a proactive aging process, which keeps you healthy, as a caregiver, and also healthy as you age. Because sadly, I just heard these statistics that caregivers die 60% faster than those they care for. So there's
I
just,
believe it. I
yeah,
believe it.
I
I
know.
believe it. Both both my parents died young, as I said, and so they were my caregivers. And so, give us that stat again that you just read, just so my fan base hears what now I have to deal with.
Okay, sure. Yeah. And yeah, this my site is website is www.teresamer.com. And you can find my email and my courses. And yeah, I just have a mission and a passion to have people experience life at the fullest. And so I, have the proactive aging process, and I have educational theories for communication. And I also talk about the benefits of group interaction, because they're finding that group interaction is the number one thing that keeps us alive.
Yeah,
And yeah, the longest, yeah,
as a
unfortunately,
humans,
yeah,
as a
like,
humans, geez, as
yeah.
a humans, we can't we can't go through this pandemic much longer. I can't physically, and it makes me truly angry that we have to do stuff via Zoom and wear a mask and everywhere else and human interaction. I'm like, okay, where's the human interaction?
Yeah, yes.
For the past couple months, all I have seen is my two aides and my stepmom.
Mm.
Those are the people I have seen, and yes, I did get tested for COVID. No, I don't have COVID, but my goodness, the social distancing and the stay-at-home orders are driving me bananas.
I know, I know. It's starting to wear on all of us. And you can feel that anxiety, but now I feel like that depression is kind of starting to enter in for a lot of people. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's all how you make it, guys. But I've been told by doctors all across the country that this pandemic isn't going away anytime soon.
Right, right.
So
So to gather, whoever's in your little bubble of, the people, that you are your family, but and just spend time with them and do activities, even if it's cooking together or playing board games. Really work to get that face to face and group interaction going.
yeah,
Or yeah, even get outside, out into nature, take a walk, do what you can. But that is a huge part of being healthy.
that human interaction, I know, but we can't seem to have it right now. And of course, um, unfortunately, my stepmom has a full time job, and so yeah, so her caring, she does the best she can for me, but her her being a stay at home mom, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, although we're working on it to get it closer to me, but she's now living with me, but um I I I see her for 2 minutes in the morning, and that's it, you guys. I
Mm.
mean, because she is so, um, she has a full time job, and um, and they say the more human action that you can get in your own bubble, but if your one parent has a full time job, you're I'm lucky that I have friends and I have other stuff to keep me occupied. But for those who don't, um, I don't know what we can do because I feel so bad for the seniors in the senior homes that are socially isolated right now because of the pandemic.
Yes, yeah, it's a problem. And social isolation has been no, it's been proven to cause illness. And even economically, I know like our country spends billions of dollars every year on social isolation. And so, you can know right now that's getting worse. And really, economically, we need to really strive to be present to each other, and get into groups when we can. Get back into groups. If you're in groups, stay in them. If you're not in groups, go join a group when you can. And
Do
uh,
it over Zoom, people. Just
yeah,
do it over Zoom. That
that's,
can help. That
yeah.
can help. I have not I have not only joined one Bible study, I've joined two because I was looking for that human interaction. You guys know that about me. I'm a social butterfly. I'm a journalist through
Mm,
and through, but I so this social distancing and wearing mask and everything else drives me bananas.
mhm. Yeah.
It drives me bananas. And so, yes. So I agree with you, Teresa, in saying that just be, just spend more time with your family as much as you can. And you said 60% of caregivers die before the person they are taking care of.
Yes, and actually, it's caregivers die 60% faster than those.
60,
Yeah.
60% faster
Yes.
than
Hmm.
those who they are taking care of. I believe it. I
Yeah.
believe it because um, my dad refused to go to the hospital. Number one, he was, and he said this to me, I'm not getting better because I am sick, and I'm not getting better because I'm so concerned about you. And I'm like, well, dude, you need to get better to take care of me. Turns out he passed away. But I believe it. 60%. What are we gonna do, people? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna break that number down? Because now that I know that, I'm on a mission to break that number down.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, I will send you one of my books. And it all starts with taking care of yourself, as a caregiver. And that's what I teach people. I teach them you have to take care of yourself as a caregiver. You have to step away from caregiving every now and then. And it might be every day that you have a little break. And then every other month you might need a long weekend away, in a vacation. But you have to live a healthy lifestyle and give your body and brain everything it needs, to continue to be healthy, because we all want our brains when we get to be 80.
Yeah,
We don't, yeah, we want to live a full rich life our entire life. And I give a lot of good advice in my book to keep caregivers healthy and to help them care, for their aging parents or loved ones. Yeah. So, and I have a 4-step method where I help people find their strengths, and I help them, and they can do this with their parents, help the parents find their strengths, help them, realize they have a life vision. Don't let the life vision go, because that's what gets you out of bed in the morning. And I can tell when you're a very positive and a person that does so much because you have a vision of the future, you have a life purpose. And I don't want anybody to give up that life purpose. And I help you with, connect with your parents to find that life purpose, and then set some goals, and then do some concrete activities that actually play into those goals so you can achieve your goals. And then kind of assess where you're going. Are you on the right road, or do you need to change your goals, or take a detour, or do something else? But I just am so passionate about everybody living life to the fullest. And I think when you're a good example, because you have so many interests, and that in itself is as an example, to people. And the creative arts help your brain, and they help your body, they help you, decrease your anxiety, they give you something to live for, maybe after a spouse passes away. A lot of people use the fine arts to be able to cope and get over, the depression. So there's just so many things you can do for yourself, and it really doesn't cost a lot of money, because I teach breathing, and I teach meditation and hydration and exercises for your brain and body, that really, it doesn't really cost anything. So the only thing it really costs you is time. You have to put a little time into it.
Yeah, you have to put a little time into it.
Mm.
And I would one of the reasons why I'm moving to you guys is to get a better lifestyle for myself, because um, I am land landlocked. I'm not kidding when I say I'm landlocked, and no one wants to come see me. No, it's hard to get in and out of Aspen, Colorado. Not even my family wants to come see me. I can't be landlocked with a debut soon to be a debut disability. I need to be I need to be in the center where I'm loved and supported. I'm still loved and supported in this valley, but no one is driving up to Aspen, Colorado to see me. I mean, no one is flying in here. And I just want to travel and travel when the pandemic is over, or travel during the pandemic. I'm trying to travel next summer, and I've already got my travel buddy all lined up, and I just need to figure out how to do it. But I will go. I keep teasing everyone. As soon as the vaccine comes out for what's going on, I will be at my doctor's office with my suitcase and my carry-on behind me, and I say, "Give me that vaccine because I want to go live a life again." I mean, I've been trapped in my house since March 9th,
Oh,
20.
wow.
I've been trapped in my house since March 9th of 2020, and the only three people I have seen is my stepmom, my two aides, and on a daily basis. And on the occasion, I see my aunt, my step aunt, who loves me dearly. But it's like, because of social distancing and because of everything that's gone on, I feel like I'm a disabled children now, because I can't go out, I can't see people, I can't call my friends up and we can have coffee. I can't. Well, I can, but it's difficult.
Yes. Yeah.
So just my point being is just keep the groups you have over on Zoom or just use technology to see people.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
see people and pick up the phone and call people and say, "How are you?" And just yeah,
Yeah, yes. So important. And yeah, it's a beautiful part of life. Like you said, you enjoy, you're a social butterfly. And yes, and even if I'm an introvert, but I still love being social. I love going out and doing things and being with people. And yeah, and this will pass, but we just have to get through it first.
we just have to get through it and be positive about it. And yeah, so this will pass, but we just have to get through it and be positive about it. And I appreciate your time, Teresa. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story. And then I hope you guys enjoyed another fabulous episode of Ask Win. And I have a very, very exciting announcement that I just got a call today about. And so we're going to be trying something new with Ask Gwen. And if it doesn't work, I have backup plans. But yeah, we're going to be trying something new with Ask Gwen. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. And we'll see if it works. And so be on the lookout for that. But as I said, I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate Teresa coming on and sharing her story. Thanks, you guys. Bye, you guys.
Thank you, Win. Bye bye.